2024 is dead. Oh, hey, you're back.
Yeah, I'm just like him, but I'm a little worse.
How so?
I'm not doing that, man. That's a bad idea.
I want to look at some of the upcoming games of 2025, talk about what has me excited, what has me interested, and what has me giving up hope. I don't think Silksong will ever exist. So today on Blurbs, let's talk about some exciting games coming out in 2025. Hey, want to hear my mixtape?
No, we don't.
Good grief. One of the most hyped video game trailers I have ever seen was for this game, Mixtape. It's your run-of-the-mill coming-of-age story, but it's told through wacky 80s sci-fi film style, excellent music from some top-tier bands, and vibes so rich they had my jaw on the floor. This game is an artful retelling of the nostalgia found in our formative years, and it's set to the soundtrack of Devo, the Smashing Pumpkins, and Joy Division. If the game turns out anything like the trailer, this will be an excellent experience bound to make tons of memories, and since this comes from the same developer of The Artful Escape, I have no doubt that it will live up to all of the hype. The next game from the developers of Journey and Abzu looks like, well, it looks like Journey and Abzu, but with skateboarding. And if you're saying that I can hit a kickflip while listening to some guy go crazy on the cello, then I'm in. There isn't much more to say. This game does look a lot like Journey, but with a cool aesthetic and a sword that functions as a skateboard. But if it means that I get to go through the emotional adventure that those games take me on, and I get to listen to Austin Wintory's music, then there is no doubt that I'm excited for Sword of the Sea whenever it releases in 2025. Where the hell am I? It's funny because it's hell. Doom: The Dark Ages is yet another entry into the rebooted Doom franchise, a franchise which I have absolutely fallen head over metal boots for, as it's full of some of the most satisfying combat found in any first-person shooter ever. Doom is like a diet soda, as it gives us all of the shooting fun without the guilt of just having killed a guy. Doom: The Dark Ages looks to continue this, as it gives us a big metal chainsaw sword and says go cut some demons into chunks, and to that I say, okay, I will. Thank you. Okay, next up, I gotta at least put one multiplayer game on this, and for me, that's Arc Raiders. This game comes from the same developers as the excellent game, The Finals, and is an extraction shooter. It's pretty simple at its base, but it has a killer art style alongside its good developer track record. Early previews have come in quite positive on this one, painting a picture of a heavily polished experience not too dissimilar to The Finals. And while an extraction shooter may raise a few red flags, we really don't have all that many excellent entries into this genre outside of Hunt Showdown, so it could be fun to see a solid team take a whack at it. I cast the realization that nothing quite tastes or smells like it used to. Oh, good grief. Next in today's video, I want to talk about the upcoming Obsidian fantasy RPG, Avowed. I'm cautiously excited for Avowed. It's hard not to be. I quite enjoyed Outer Worlds, and I've been needing a good RPG back in my life, especially one with the kind of deep world building and immersive storytelling that Obsidian is known for. If Avowed can deliver a rich narrative, meaningful choices, and that classic sense of adventure, it might just be the game to reignite my love for the genre. All this stacked on top of the idea that we're kind of finally getting the Elder Scrolls Obsidian game that we've always wanted means that I'm excited for Avowed, and I think it'll be a good experience. During the last Steam Next Fest, I played a really good Metroidvania called Mandragora, and the full game is set to release in April of 2025. This demo had the bones of an excellent game. I loved the style, which was reminiscent of Ori and the Will of the Wisps with its warm, glowing atmospheric light. I was hooked on its combat, which was reactive and meaty, akin to something like Blasphemous, and I really enjoyed its Metroidvania elements, which had me looking through every nook and cranny as I progressed through each space. There was just something so satisfying about playing through this demo, and if they can bring this to the full launch while adding enough to keep the player's interest for the full game, this game will be an excellent entry into the Metroidvania genre. Another under-the-radar game that I've had my eye on recently is this game called Hela. My favorite recent genre of games is games where you play as a little animal and goof around, and Hela is one such, as you play as a witch's familiar being a little mouse. This is made by the same developer who made Unraveled and sees you traveling across the Scandinavian countryside, getting up to little tasks with your friends in order to help your witch make potions, upgrade her abilities, and improve the community. The premise of being a small mouse with a bunch of magical abilities and working with your friends to take on tasks sounds like such a joy, and the art style and fun mix of gameplay on display looks set up to make something truly special.
And finally, we have Hollow Knight Silksong. Hollow Knight Silksong will come out in 2025, and here's how I know. 915 days ago was June 12th, 2022, which is when Hollow Knight Silksong was announced. 1,000 days after that is March 8th of 2025. That is a Saturday. And you may say, what does Saturday have to do with Hollow Knight? Everything! The initial game was launched on a Friday, and what's Friday? Yeah, that's right, one day before Saturday. And this year, National Bug Day, which our protagonist is a bug, falls on, you guessed it, a Monday, which is 2 days before Saturday, meaning that the initial launch of Hollow Knight Silksong will have to be on March 8th of 2025 because it's a Saturday. You got it. That's it. That made no sense.
Shut up.
Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty excited for Hollow Knight Silksong when it comes out this year, hopefully. Well, thanks for listening to me yap, and those are some of my most anticipated games of 2025, but I'd love to hear what your most anticipated games of 2025 are, so please leave them in the comment section below. Are you looking forward to not playing Hollow Knight for another year? Me too. But regardless, thanks for watching. And before you go, let me thank my patrons. We've got Shenangelo, Avon, Nickel Simba, Spider-Man on my new PS5, I Want an Apple, Johnny Hammerstick, and Bandwagon. You guys are all the best. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and thank you all for watching. Bye-bye now.